Nation. Yes, yes. Good morning, everybody. Shout to Chevy Corvette, Relly Bo, Jack, Farrell from the East, Graham Cam. We are all definitely in the building, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Raider Joe, Fernando, Joey G, everybody. Welcome to the latest installment of Coffee and Convo. You guys, thank you guys for being here with me this beautiful morning. Blessed to see another one, y'all. Make sure you guys wipe them feet. If this is your first time being here, that means hit that thumbs up and also hit that subscribe button. Also, if you want to become a member of the channel, the link is definitely pinned up top. That's one of the best ways to support the channel. Shout out to everybody, man. What's going on? Get them questions and comments in the chat. You already know what it is, man. You already know. Let's talk that shit, man. Let's get it. Josh, what's good with you, King? Yes, we definitely gonna talk about the OBJ situation. Adrian, what you mean, bro? Where you been? Where you been? Shit, I've been active every day. I've been active every day, bro. Feet wiped. Let's get it. Nick, yeah, you wilding, bro. Already too early in the chat for that. Too early in the chat for all that, all the trolling shit, man. You know what I mean? What's good? Hold on real quick, y'all. Close my garage, man. The neighbor's dog tried to creep in, so I had to shut that down. But yeah, man, let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, man, Raider Joe. I'm like, what, bro? I've been activated. Bro. We've been doing this every day. Wiping feet. We already 210 plus in the chat, you guys. That's what's up. We're definitely going to talk about, Desean Jackson's first practice today. We're also going to talk about Odell Beckham. It's looking like he's about to clear waivers, but there is a team that's hinting at him right now. And it looks like it may be mutual interest. And it's not a shocker, you guys, that their starting quarterback is coming back this week. And there's a lot of talk about him potentially going over there. But yeah, man, hey, let's get to it, you guys. Let's get to it. Shout out to everybody once again in the chat. Desean Jackson, cheap contract, you guys. Cheap. $1 million. That is definitely a steal, you guys. $1 million for Desean Jackson. What do you guys think about that? That is for the rest of the season. Hey, man, for a deep threat that can take the top off of a defense, that is definitely a steal moving forward. Smoke Man Joe, yes, I will be there, brother. I will definitely be there. Yes, I do live in Texas. Raider Joe, what I'm hearing about, I think all of us are pretty much within the nation and everywhere, is Pete Carroll is really hinting at Odell Beckham becoming a Seattle Seahawk. I don't know what that does for them. They already have Tyler Lockett. They already have DK Metcalf, and they have no defense. None. So I don't know why they would go get Odell Beckham Jr. when they run the ball heavy. Pete Carroll runs on first. You thought Gruden runs on first and second down. Shit. Pete Carroll is the guy to do that all day, every day. But I don't see why Seattle would make that move knowing how bad their defense is. But that's a huge. There's a good opportunity. There's a good chance that Odell will end up in Seattle, but we don't know yet. Man. There's the Niners, but they're terrible. Their record. Odell shouldn't even think about them. You know what I'm saying? There's Green Bay, which we talked about this yesterday. I don't think Odell's even going to think about them. It's Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? And then there's always the dark horses in LA, the Chargers and the Rams. Don't really know, but come on, man. We need a wide receiver one, you guys. Shout out to Junior, man. Do you think paying D-Jax $1 million opens up money for OBJ? Yeah, I mean, definitely. We still got some money. We definitely look. We freed up that $1 million with restructuring Jalen Richard's contract alone. So that was the money that we restructured Jalen Richard, you guys. That was why we were like, why? Okay, it's weird why we're restructuring him right now, blah, blah, blah. That $1 million literally restructured him, went right to D-Jax. That was exactly what that move was made. And before that, I think we still had like roughly $2 to $4 million. So that should be enough already to go get OBJ, because if he clears waivers, which he should, Cleveland is on the hook for that $7.5 million. You guys, we will definitely have the money to bring in OBJ. We will definitely have the money for it. It's just, is Mayock going to be brave enough after all this bad publicity that we've been getting in the media, just everywhere? We've been getting killed. You know, even him. We're going to talk about his presser yesterday, because I've seen some good things and I've seen some bad things. But do you think that he will go out to get OBJ? Let me ask you guys that. I don't know. I don't know if Mayock is bold enough to say, you know what, no, if Gruden was still here, definitely. If Gruden was here, OBJ would be a Raider today. I just don't know if Mayock, you know, is bold enough with all the crazy shit that he's done. He admitted yesterday, you guys, he fumbled the ball, you know, with picking up Damon Arnett. I just don't understand how you can grab somebody in the first round that high and they already had red flags coming into the NFL and already up there in age. He admitted to that. It's like, it's a good thing and a bad thing. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, you owned up to it. But at the end of the day, man, is this going to be who you are moving forward? Is this who you're going to be moving forward? Because if you're admitting to these mistakes, are you going to continue that trend? We cannot afford to fumble another draft. Our future definitely relies on this upcoming draft. Period, point blank, unless you get bold enough to be like the Rams and get rid of your draft capital. Let them go. Let them go and go get some guys. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up, you guys. Shout out to the 420 plus people in the chat. Appreciate you guys. OBJ is dumb if he signs with a stacked wide receiver team. Jose, I completely agree with you guys. Completely agree with that. But let me ask you this. Nobody's talking about this, right? Nobody's talking about this. And I want you guys to really think about this one. If we go get OBJ, right, and we take Bryan Edwards out of the starting lineup, that whole 2020 draft class was a complete bust. Do you think Mayock is ready to own up to benching Bryan Edwards? We didn't think about that, right? We didn't think about that one. That's just something I thought about right now. Do you think that Mike Mayock is ready to own up to saying, I just shit the bed with the complete 2020 draft, Bryan Edwards, third round pick, we're going to bench him and bring OBJ in? Do you think he's willing to say, you know what, fuck it. I fumbled the whole bag in 2020. Yes, if he wants to keep his job. Okay. He's not. Ray, he's definitely not a starter right now. Definitely not. Farrell, you said he already. I don't think he missed. I don't think he missed with Bryan Edwards. I think Bryan Edwards is a good receiver. I just think that he needs someone to offset him, you know, like the Henry Ruggs, skill set. Maybe you bring in Desean Jackson. Maybe Mayock thinks that Desean Jackson will be that guy that can offset that and bring Bryan Edwards back to that fourth quarter overtime Bryan Edwards kind of talent. But I mean, look, we can't have a starting wide receiver that can't do shit in the first half. You can't have Bryan Edwards start out there on the outside and expect him just to show up in the fourth quarter and overtime. It's not going to happen, man. At this point, I think that Mayock needs to bite the bullet, say, you know what, I owned up. This whole draft class was a bust. Outside of John Simpson, he's been looking really good these past few weeks at left guard, but we all know that's Richie's spot whenever he comes back. But John Simpson has proven these past few weeks that he can hold up at the left side. But Bryan Edwards is not a starting. Y'all never know. Is this a Malcolm Kuntz? Is it a Bruce Irvin? You'll never know. You'll never know. Yeah. John Beck, there was no separation. Completely no separation from Bryan Edwards against that Giants defense. None at all. None. None. Nation 530, man. Shout out to Woodland. Do you think we will be predictable with D-Jax or unpredictable like with Ruggs? Not comparing the two at all, thinking of our offense. To be honest with you, I think we were still predictable with Ruggs. It doesn't really matter what predictability when you have somebody that can take the top off of a defense. The defenses knew what we were doing with Ruggs, but he's just so fast. He's just so fast that he can get behind defenses. You know what I'm saying? He's just so fast he can get behind defenses. At the end of the day, you can't really say we were unpredictable with Ruggs. They knew what we were doing with Ruggs. It's just with that kind of speed, what can you do? But I think it's going to be pretty much the same offense. You know what I'm saying? With Desean Jackson. He still has the speed, you guys, at 34 years old. The problem is Desean Jackson being healthy. If he can stay healthy, this is the same kind of talent you have with a Henry Ruggs. He's still fast as shit, and he still continues to get behind defenses. That is what we brought Desean Jackson in for. And with $1 million on the books with Desean Jackson, that's a steal. That is definitely a steal. Hitman Waller was not effective at all. No. I mean, he made some plays, but he had some drops. DC overthrew him a few times. But we need Waller to definitely return back to that all-pro kind of form. Because if he doesn't, this offense is in trouble, you guys. A lot of us aren't really talking about that. We're not talking about that. If this offense is very dependent on Waller's success. If Waller cannot get the job done and get better and get back to that form that he was, look, this offense is going to continue to struggle. It's going to continue to struggle. Joey says, I don't think D-Jax gets the same reps HR3 he's used to get, so I think Edwards plays a good amount out with the outside with OBJ. Well, if we do get OBJ, great. Yeah, I mean, I'm with that. I'm definitely with that. But I think that we signed Desean with the hopes of him having more snaps. You know what I'm saying? I definitely think that he was brought in and there was an agreement. We agreed upon him having more snaps. He does not want to have the same amount of snaps that he had with the Rams. He came over here to play football. He did not come over here just to have the same role that he had in LA. So I definitely think that D-Jax is going to get a few more reps. But, I mean, let's be honest. Ruggs didn't get a lot of reps every game. I mean, shit, what did he average? Like 3-4 passes? I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But, I mean, Ruggs did not get a lot. You know what I mean? He was just pretty much a decoy that caught some deep balls here and there. We were starting to get him more involved in the short passing game where he was successful in Alabama. You know what I'm saying? We were starting to do that a little bit more. But now, homie gone now. But I'm going to tell you right now, Deshaun's not going to get them kind of passes in that short game. He's just literally the deep threat. 9 route. That's what D-Jax is, the 9 route. Go deep. D-Jax is wide receiver 1. He's better than anyone we have with the exception of Renfro. JB, if D-Jax is wide receiver 1, we are in trouble, brother. We are definitely in trouble. Shout out to my brother Bass. If D-Jax is wide receiver 1, we are definitely in trouble. Mo Dizzle says, was it Mayock? He only had 49% control. So, bro, 49% control sounds a lot to me. Sounds like a lot to me. That's a doing of him and Gruden. Why can Pats do it, but Raiders can't? Come on, Raiders. Glenn, what do you mean, brother? You mean turning these wide receivers into Pro Bowlers? Is that what you mean? If that's what you mean, I completely agree. But they also have a system in play. They've had the same system implemented for a long time, and it's been proven to work year in and year out. And they also had a Hall of Famer at quarterback with Tom Brady, and that was, his best years. You know what I'm saying? He was in his prime when they were doing that. Yes, it's a Pat's job. Yep, definitely. You cannot teach speed, bro. You definitely can't, You definitely can't. But if you're relying on D-Jax to be wide receiver 1, man, I'm sorry, you guys. It's not going to get the job done. Q, this is the problem, though, brother, with all the injuries that he's endured, those hamstring problems. Why would you want to get D-Jax involved in the short passes? I just think it's pretty much deep. It's the deep game or nothing with D-Jax. Why would you want to put him in harm's way with those short passes, man? He already has hamstring issues year in and year out. He's played 15 games in 3 years. Steven, yes, he definitely can. He can run 2 or 3 routes. Post route here and there and a 9 route. That's it. You're bringing in Desean to be the deep threat guy. You guys, we have to stop overthinking this. He is nothing else but speed. It's not the route. We're not bringing him in to be this great route runner that can run every single route on the route tree. He is not that. We did not bring him in to do that. We brought him in to take the top off of defenses. He is not being brought in to do anything else outside of that. If you expect him to be active in the short game, you're going to be disappointed. If you expect him to be all up and down the middle of the field, you're going to be disappointed. That is not D-Jax's game. He is here to bring explosiveness to the deep game. That's it. That's it. And if you expect anything else than that, you're going to definitely be setting yourself up for disappointment. 9 route and post routes. That's it. That's it. That's it, bro. That's it. OBJ can run those cross routes. Brandon, if you expect him to do that, brother, I'm telling you now, you're I ain't gonna go there, man. Character concerns with OBJ. We just need a rental. If it works, then good. If not, we don't have to commit long term. Mark Davis needs to step in. Yes, man. Yes. Yes. You want Vegas to be sold, right? You want Vegas to be sold, right? OBJ has never been locked up. He's never gotten a DUI. Never been in any real trouble. Outside of the the online antics, which, I mean, Juju does it. Desean Jackson posts everything on Instagram. Every single thing. Food, his fucking outfit for the day, every single thing. D-Jax posts his whole life on the internet. That's just the world we live in now. OBJ is not a troublesome guy. He's not going to come in and you have to worry about him off the field. I'm sorry, you guys. You have to go. If you can go get OBJ, you have to definitely try and reach out to get him. You know what I mean? We have to keep beating this into everybody's head, you guys. Vegas wants winners. Vegas wants winners. Vegas wants winners. Shout out to Pharaoh. I appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Tyler Grant. Appreciate you for becoming a member of the channel, King. If you guys will want to become a member, man, definitely hit the link up top. It's pinned up top. Tyler, man, appreciate you, King. Thank you so much. Unfiltered Truth says at this point, D-Jax is helping DC. Facts, Phil. Facts, brother. Facts. Facts. He takes a little bit. He eases the blow a little bit for DC. Takes a little bit of those happy feet away when you got him out there. Dominique, I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, man. And look, I'm not always right. You know what I mean? We always disagree on everything. You know what I mean? Like, that's what's so great about this channel, you guys. We don't have to all disagree on everything. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong. Juice, but they're saying that. But where has OBJ said that? You know what I'm saying? He hasn't said that. There are rumors, and I'm gonna be honest, Pete Carroll definitely added fuel to the fire with that presser that he had. Basically said, I'm not saying yes, I'm not saying no, you'll see. And to me, that sounds like a definite interest on both sides. But I just don't understand why you would want to go to a Seattle Seahawks team where you're playing in that tough division. Arizona and the Rams own it. You're not going to the playoffs. Seattle, you are not going to the playoffs. One team in your division is going to win it. The other team is getting a wild card. What else do you want? You're not going to the playoffs. OBJ would be stupid as shit to go over there. I get Russell Wilson's coming back from a finger injury. Great. You have a really good quarterback. Cool. But you also have Tyler Lockett out there that's going to take 1 million snaps away from you. DK Metcalf take 1 million snaps away from you. Russell likes to pass to his running backs as well. I just don't see Odell Beckham getting what he wants over there. You want to go into the playoffs? Don't see it. You want to get the burn and the snaps? I don't see it. I don't see it. If you want playing time, guess what? There's 2 teams There's two teams that I see you go to if you want to. Technically, they're winning right now. I'll say that, and it's us in New Orleans. It's us in New Orleans. That's it. And then there's some other dark horse teams that you can maybe go to. Baltimore, but they don't pass the ball. I mean, they're a run heavy team, but you can go to be more. You know what I'm saying? Dark horse team, the Colts, but they're not gonna slip into the playoffs either, right? And then, hate to say it, Kansas City. You just never know. You know what I mean? You put Tyreek out there with OBJ. You got Kelsey at tight end, and you put Hardman. That'd be scary. That'd be scary. But once again, the Chiefs, it's not cleaning up your defense. It's not cleaning up your defense. It's the same thing with Seattle. Like, you guys are trying to put a Band-Aid on something, and it's not helping your defense. Kansas City and Seattle have two of the worst defenses in this league. Why would you go get OBJ when you can't get off the field? It just doesn't make any sense. Elbert, do you consider us a balanced team or a run heavy, pass heavy team? At this point, I feel like we started to show glimpses of becoming a balanced team, but then we got away from the run game on Sunday. The run game was working, and we got away from it. The way this offensive line is getting better every year, every week in and week out. Colton Miller is always highly ranked. Shit, man. Our center is shocking. As shocking as it sounds, he's getting a lot better. With them improving week in and week out, we're going to be able to start running the ball a lot more. Right now, I still think we're a pass-heavy team, but if we can continue to get better on the offensive line, I think that we can become more of a balanced offense. But go with what works, man. We were 3-0 the first 3 weeks because we passed the ball heavy. We passed the ball heavy. Keep passing the ball. We need to beat the Chiefs or our season is over. Omar, I completely agree with you, man. I completely agree with you. This is a must-win game. Completely. Appreciate you, brother. Pharaoh, man, my dog. Mayock and Davis need to talk to Carr if they really believe in him and as QB1 and ask him what he thinks about OBJ. Yep. Definitely, bro. Definitely. There should be no reason why you don't at least get a meeting. At least have a meeting with OBJ. Vegas is meant for OBJ. Why would he want to go to Seattle? It's not even a city that, OBJ, you know what I mean? Like, you're basically going from Cleveland to the West Coast Cleveland. And I love Seattle. Don't get me wrong. I love the city of Seattle. I definitely love the city of Seattle. To me, it's like the Northwest San Francisco. You know what I'm saying? But it's just dark. It's gloomy like Cleveland. It's a lot of water like Cleveland. I don't understand why you would want to go to Seattle. You know what I'm saying? We will know about him clearing waivers here in a few hours, you guys. But right now, it's not clear what the hell is going on yet. But I'll tell you this: if we haven't heard anything yet, I don't see him. I don't see anybody picking him up off the waiver wire. I just don't. But Pharaoh, I agree with you, my brother. Adam, what are your honest predictions for Sunday, brother? I'm going to go more into detail later on when the injury report comes out, Adam. You know what I mean? And we kind of see where KC is with everybody on their injury report. I don't want to go too into detail with that yet because it's so early on in the week. But I'll tell you this, I have us winning. If Kansas City can only put 13 points up on a Jordan Love ran Packers team, and that defense is not great at all, put up 13 points, we definitely should beat them. But we just put up 16 on the Giants. So, hey, if we don't get better in the red zone, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Shout out to the 700 people in the chat, you guys. Wipe them feet. Hit that thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to the channel yet, please hit the subscribe button. B1s, we are 25th. We're not 29th. We're 25th. Wesley, I'm going to reach out to Honcho and see what he got going on tonight. Definitely. Try to get that wiping feet and get the Strap podcast back going tonight. Shout out to my brother Sean L. Who is better? Oh, shit. Devontae Adams. This isn't even a question. I'm taking Devontae Adams 11 times out of 10. For real, like there's no even comparison. But the thing is this though, you go get Odell and he's just a rental this year. That's all it is. He's just a rental. He's just a rental. He's just a rental. You know what I'm saying? You know them things that Damon Arnett be crashing all the time? He's just a rental. You know them things that Damon Arnett be crashing all the time? He's just a rental. You feel me? So, look, Devontae Adams all over him, period. And we're definitely going to reach out to Devontae Adams come off season. Definitely. Just being honest. Mitchell Rand said it on Breaking Desean Jackson replace Ruggs. Shout out to you, Sean. Raiders should understand Raiders' identity by outlast our last loss. Got you. Shout out to Omar, man. Bro, Parker is playing good. You think we found our right tackle? Also, Colton effed up DC, was about to have another fourth. Look, man, what do you expect, though? Oh, what do you expect from Colton Miller, man? He's been having an all-pro year all year long. That's the first sack that he's given up all year long. Think about that. In 8 games, this is the first sack that he has given up. Was it a difficult time to give one up? Yes. But I'm not going to blame that loss on Colton Miller. It's not Colton Miller's fault that we couldn't find the end zone every time we got into the red zone. I'm not blaming that on Colton. And I need to see way more out of Brandon Parker to even think that he'd be our right tackle. I still think that we go get a right tackle in a 2022 draft. Definitely think that we go get a right tackle in the 2022 draft. There's no way in hell you can say that Brandon Parker is our future at right tackle. If you say that, if we're saying that, problems. Shout out to you, Israel. When is Mullen coming back? I just seen him post something on Instagram, posted a picture of him pretty much going like this. So I don't know, man. Hopefully this week we can definitely use Mullen against Kansas City. I'll tell you that. We definitely, man. But I'm still thinking that it's the Cincinnati game. I think it's going to be the Cincinnati game. I think Brandon Faison has been holding up pretty good at that second corner spot. And, we still got other guys out there that can play pieces out there. Desmond Trufant, you know what I'm saying? We got depth out there. There's no reason to really rush Mullen back. I think he'll be back for the Cincinnati game. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. The light then died on me and shit. We got to stop talking about Khalil Mack. At this point, you know what I mean? It's we just beating a dead horse with that situation. Bluegrass, yes, $1 million for the rest of the season. That's definitely a steal. Shout out to my brother Terrence in the building. I don't know what's going on with Phylon yet. We'll definitely hear probably today a little more about what's going on with him. It didn't look good. He was carted off with Keyshawn Nixon. They were both on the same cart. So I don't know what's going on with him. But I definitely like Phylon. And I would really have to think about bringing him back in the offseason as a depth piece. But I like Darius Phylon. I just don't know what's going on with him right now in terms of his injury. But this is the reason why I'm wearing the 51 today, you guys. This is the reason why I'm wearing the 51. It sounds like Malcolm Kuntz, our third-round draft pick out of Buffalo, will finally be getting some burn. What do you guys think about that? Hasn't played at all this season. It sounds as if he'll be playing here in the near future. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about finally seeing our third-round draft pick? It's crazy to see that. Mayock, man. You ain't got Divine Diablo and Malcolm Kuntz, 2 third-rounders, and we've barely seen them this season. That's troubling, man. That's not a good look. That's not a good look. That's definitely not a good look, man. Who said that? Who said that? Mayock. Mayock, right? And I believe Richie B talked about it too. I could be wrong, but Mayock said it. And you'll never know if this is a Bruce Irvin jersey, man. You'll never know. You'll never know. You'll never know. But yeah, man, like I'm saying, like we got to see Kuntz. You got to throw him out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not? Why not? He's a pass rusher. He's a pass rusher. If you add him into with Nassib and Yannick and Max, we can get even better getting to the quarterback. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? It makes no sense. Get him out there. Throw him to the Wolves. But to see 2 third-round draft picks, we could talk about that 2020 draft class all we want about them all being bums and blah, blah. Shit, we can actually talk about this year's draft too. You know what I'm saying? Like Leatherwood has gotten better at guard. We can all agree on that. The penalties have been getting, decreasing week in and week out. Nate Hobbs has been great. Nate Hobbs has been definitely great. Trayvon Merrick has been really good. Those 2 guys are bright spots. But then you have to look at that 3rd round. You have to look at that 4th round. We got Gillespie. We got Malcolm Kuntz. We got Divine Diablo. No, I'm sorry. Yeah. Gillespie went in the 4th, right? Or was it the 5th? I forgot. Either one. But all those guys, I just, where are they? Where are they? Jimmy Morrissey, our 7th rounder. He's starting now for Houston. He's starting now. Jimmy Morrissey is a starter for the Houston Texans. So we definitely have to look at this draft class as well outside of Merrick and Nate Hobbs and still question Mayock. We still have to question Mayock, y'all. For him to come up and say, look, I did all the homework. I did all the homework on Damon Arnett. Ohio State told him there were red flags with him. How do you go through all your homework, all your research on the guy, and you find out all this negative shit? I heard, didn't they say he had a DUI in college too? Mayock got to get his shit together as well, y'all. We always beat up Gruden. You know what I mean? We always beat up all these other guys. Mayock has to show improve. And I think it starts today with going out and trying to get OBJ. Yes, if Devontae Adams ends up staying in Green Bay, we definitely need to go out and get Allen Robinson. Definitely. Christian Darrisaw was available. Yes. Maybe Green Bay tags Adams. Try for Allen Robinson. Chicago probably won't tag him twice. No, they won't. He'll leave. Keep this after this year. Chicago they're starting over. They're starting from scratch. Don't be shocked when they offload Khalil Mack's contract and a lot of other guys this next offseason. Chicago's definitely going to have to start from scratch. New coach, new everything, new general manager. They're definitely going to have to start from scratch. So Allen Robinson will walk. They got Mooney over there. They got some other young guys that they can build off of. Allen Robinson will definitely walk. If Green Bay tries to tag Devontae Adams, I definitely think that he is going to force his way out. So Devontae is still wide receiver 1 for us in free agency. But if not, Allen Robinson will definitely be a great second option. Definitely. Shout out to you, Mo. Jay, what's good, my guy? Such an easy close for Mayock to have grabbed OBJ. We have everything he would want. Instead, D-Jax, maybe Mayock is in a hot seat. Oh, well, bless up, brother. Yeah, look, you want to get better, right? You want to get better? Go get OBJ. Let me ask you guys this. This can answer the question for us right now. This can answer that question for us right now, you guys. Who would you rather have starting on the outside right now? OBJ or Bryan Edwards? Let me ask you that. Shout out to you, Jay. Let me ask you that. Who would you rather have on the outside, OBJ or Bryan Edwards? I just want to ask y'all that. OBJ. So if all you guys are saying OBJ would be an upgrade over Bryan Edwards, and we're in the middle of a playoff push, and we can go get Odell Beckham Jr. for a few $1 million for one season, how can you not agree to go get OBJ? I'm just trying to figure that out. Like if he makes this team better and he's a rental, you know, those things that Damon Arnett be crashing. A rental, why not? Tyler, it's not $7 million, brother. Cleveland's going to have to pay that $7.5 million. Any team that he goes to is probably going to sign him for the vet minimum, $1 million, $2 million. It's not going to be nothing crazy. Got to pull the trigger on this. No brainer. No brainer. That's what I'm saying. But we'll see what kind of testicular fortitude Mike Mayock possesses today when we see where OBJ goes. The only way OBJ doesn't come here is if he already has another team in mind. Then it has nothing to do with us. You know what I'm saying? We can't control that. If OBJ already knows where he wants to go, it's not on us. The Patriots, the Saints, there may be a team he already knows where he wants to go. If that's the case, then I don't know what else to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't do nothing about that. But we definitely have to kick the tires. Point blank, period, man. And we'll know in a few hours what's going on. Watch this graph. I just want to say getting D-Jax feels like we got lynched. Facts, big bro. Facts. Long time coming. Facts, big bro. Talk that shit. Talk that shit. Proven talent, maybe talent. Let's win now. Jay, imagine going into Allegiant Stadium Sunday primetime with Odell Beckham and Desean Jackson as your starting wide receivers. Just imagine that. Imagine that. Just imagine that. Imagine that. That's crazy, man. Shout out to my brother Raider Joe. 818, man. Did D-Jax post on his IG? I didn't have to make some hard decisions before because he knows he had to only take $1 million so they can bring in OBJ. Ooh. I like that. I like that. But you know what, though? I don't think that's it. D-Jax is still going to make more money this year than what he would have did with the Rams. And what I mean by that is he got his contract. He cleared waivers, so the Rams still had to pay him. And then he gets $1 million from us. So I believe in the long run, he'll still make more money this year. I think maybe making the hard decisions is him leaving his family in LA and going to Las Vegas. It could be that. It definitely could be that. But you may be onto something, brother. You may be onto something. Team in row, I did see Von Miller's Instagram about OBJ coming to the, like he said, come on, pull up. I love you. Come to the Rams. Yes. I don't think it's going to happen. Why do you go somewhere where they already have 3 wide receivers? It just doesn't make any sense. I bet OBJ doesn't want to come to the Raiders. Who's to say, though? Who's to say that? Who is to say that? You never know. Wipe them feet, you guys. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if this is your first time being here. Over 816 people in the chat. I appreciate you guys, man. Van Jefferson ain't it, though. I like Van Jefferson. He's young. He's going to get more opportunity with Desean Jackson gone. I think Van Jefferson is dope. Vegas is definitely tax-free. He'll definitely see a lot of that money. Facts. Facts. Imagine getting $1 million contract in LA. You're pretty much playing for free. You're pretty much playing for free. Imagine getting paid $2 million in LA. You're playing for free. You're giving half of that to Uncle Sam, and you're giving half of that to the place you live. Right? After your agent gets his money, you know what I'm saying, your business people get their money behind the scenes. Uncle Sam gets his shit, and wherever you live gets their shit. You're playing for free. You're playing football for free. I like what Desean Jackson did. It was a business move, and also, you know, he loves his team. He was born a Raider fan, so he's coming home at the end of the day. What about having D-Jax and Adams because of Carr giving that extra bread up? I would love that too. I don't see D-Jax coming back next year, though. I think, you know, I mean, I could be wrong. If he balls out this year and can stay healthy, I would definitely bring him back on a 1-year deal. That would be very, very cool. But I think this is a one-time thing. I think bringing in Desean Jackson is a Band-Aid. I think next year we go draft another speedster, maybe later on, in the, you know, middle of the draft somewhere. We go get a speedster, but I think that D-Jax is definitely a Band-Aid for right now. If we get Odell, go all in, resign him. Look, what kind of contract do you offer him, Watts? If he can stay healthy, what kind of contract do you offer him? I want to know that. I want to think because I like where you're going, but what kind of contract do you give him? Because if you go all in and re-sign him, you're basically saying no to Devontae Adams, right? 2-year deal. Okay. Yo, Docs, you think Carr is waiting for his contract next year to see how much Adams will cost? Yeah, facts. Bro, they talk every day. They talk every day. The best friends. So I definitely believe that they already have something in the works. Watt says 10 million. I would do that. I would definitely do that. I just don't know if he does that. I mean, to be honest, actually, I know he doesn't do that. OBJ's not taking 10 million bucks. Does OBJ help with red zone offense? Green, definitely. Definitely. I mean, he's a receiver that can get open. A great route runner. So, he opens up things for other people around him. You know what I'm saying? If he can't get the TD, right? He definitely opens up things around him. So definitely improves the red zone offense. He's not taking a 2-year, $10 million deal, Curtis. Definitely not. Definitely not. Yeah, no. OBJ is coming in this year. The smart thing for OBJ, this is what I'm saying, you guys. It's a business at the end of the day. You go somewhere where you get snaps so you can earn a huge contract for next year. OBJ has to be smart. You don't go to Seattle because you don't earn a max contract somewhere. You don't go to the Rams because you don't earn a max contract anywhere next year. You go to the Raiders because you're wide receiver 1 off the dribble. Off the dribble, you're wide receiver 1 so you can earn a max contract next year. You want to get paid? You go somewhere where the snaps are. That's where you go this year. You go to New England, even though they spread the ball around a lot, but they have no wide receiver 1. You go to New Orleans, their quarterback is terrible, but you'll be wide receiver 1. You go to the Raiders, you're wide receiver 1. You go somewhere now to get the snaps in order to earn that next big contract. And if OBJ is a smart businessman, like I believe he is, he's definitely going somewhere where he won't be the third option. If he doesn't, he's crazy. He's crazy. Crazy. Because you're not going to Seattle to win the championship. I'd be shocked if Russell Wilson was even there next year. Russ closed, OBJ. Watch Pete Carroll interview. I seen that. He was laughing and said, y'all will see. How does Mayock not have whatever it takes to give Carr a shot? Jay, but to be honest, bro, Pete Carroll would be dumb as hell to go get him. Your defense is historically bad. Historically bad. What OBJ does not help your defense. It doesn't even help Tyler Lockett and DJ Metcalf. It takes away snaps from your other big options. You know what I'm saying? I don't see why they would do that. But I've seen the interview, Jay. Facts. Appreciate you, brother. Rick Glenn, my dog. I think OBJ would be a mistake. His attitude reminds me too much. How? How, though? How does he remind you of AB? How? I've never seen him do anything that AB's done. I've never seen him do anything that AB has done. Give me a little more feedback on that, Rick. I don't think that he's anywhere near AB. After Mayock's interview, do you think Arnett was Gruden's guy? No, I don't. That was definitely Mayock's guy. He took the blame for it because that was definitely his guy. Bro, you reached for Damon Arnett in the first round. That is fucking crazy. That's crazy. Crazy, Adam, huh? Shit, wow, bro. Oh, it's early for the draft, but we need to draft defensive tackle, Jordan Davis. He's a beast. We need to get a defensive tackle, period. 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 Whether it's in the first or second round, I think we go offensive line in the first, grab a DT in the second. That's what I think. Yeah, we're in the 5th spot right now, Pyro. If the playoffs started today, we'd be going to Buffalo. We'd definitely be going to Buffalo to play round 1. Junior says we are 4-1 in the conference, and the Chiefs are 1-4. We need to beat them to better secure the playoffs, and I feel the last game is the most important. Talk that shit, brother. Yes, that's a huge benefit from what we have in this conference, being 4-1. We've only lost, bro. We only lost to the Chargers. The other two games were Eastern Conference teams, or NFC Conference teams. The Bears and the Giants. Shit's crazy, man. Don't make no damn sense. Shout out to you, Junior. Abel, man, appreciate you, family, for becoming a member of the channel. If you guys want to become a member, hit the link up top. It's definitely pinned up there. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, man. Lopez, welcome to the membership family, King. Give me that Bills versus Raiders. That would be a shootout. That would be a shootout. I would love that game. I would love it. That would be fire. But we're not in the playoffs yet, y'all. Take it week by week. We got to beat the Chiefs. Got to beat the Chiefs. Have to beat the Chiefs. And we got 2 home games back to back, right? We got them and the Bengals at home. We're at home, you guys. I like it. I like it. We're at home. I mean, shit. I hope being at home doesn't fucking allow any of our fucking players to get in any more trouble, but it's a good thing we're at home, right? Shit. Enzo Edwards, man. To be honest, brother, I got it at 3. I got it at 3. That's where I got it. I got it at 3. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. But it can happen. It definitely can happen. It can definitely happen. Definitely. Mayock doesn't get 2 years, has 1 offseason to prove himself without Gruden. I agree. I agree. I definitely agree with that. That's why I say, go get OBJ. Go get OBJ. At the end of the day, what's the worst that happens, you guys? Odell Beckham Jr.'s dad goes online and goes on a tangent and shares a video of him, of DC overthrowing him or missing him wide open. But what is the worst that can happen? It's not bad PR. Odell's not going to go out and do some dumb shit in the streets. Like what? I think we can afford a diva on our team. Not someone that gets in. He's not a troublemaker. You know what I mean? He's not a troublemaker. He's not running around causing chaos in the streets. He's not wrecking 53 rental cars. You know what I'm saying? He's not out there catching DUIs and doing some crazy shit. I don't know. Yeah, Julio. Crabtree came in, humbled himself, and balled out. And if Odell knew what was right for him, you would calm down, you would chill, be calm, cool, collective, because you're going to be a free agent again next year. You're playing for a contract. Odell wasn't playing for a contract with Cleveland. He still had 3 years left on his contract this year and 2 other years. You know what I'm saying? So this year he's playing for a contract. So you can expect Odell Beckham to be on his best behavior, point blank, period. You're going to sign a guy that's going to want to ball out and be on his best behavior in order to get another contract. I think that all the pieces to the puzzle is just in our favor. That's why you got to go out and get him, man. Mayock should have been fired. The NFL TV draft expert experiment is over. Mark Davis is going to be the first owner to fire a GM/coaching staff with a playoff team. I wouldn't be shocked, brother. I definitely wouldn't be shocked. I would not be shocked at all if that happened. And you know, if that happens, new coaching staff, new regime, we could be looking at a whole new start next year. I don't think Mark Davis wants to do that, though. I don't. But when you can throw a whole draft class away like 2020, you may have to look at it from a standpoint of, damn, are we really restarting? Are we really restarting this shit? Throwing a whole draft class away? I want to see what this next draft class is, and I want to see what we can do in free agency before I hit the reset button. No, I'm not hitting the reset button until I get to see, Like we said, we hit on Trayvon Merrick, we hit on Nate Hobbs. Let's see what Malcolm Kuntz can do. But yeah, look, Mayock's going to get the rest of this year. He's definitely going to get the rest of this year to see what he can do, to prove what he can do. Raiders for life. Graphk, do you think Tampa will try and get OBJ? Nah. At this point, man, I don't see that. They have too many weapons as well. And when AB comes back, he's been balling. I just don't understand why he would go to Tampa. Don't get me wrong. I've heard that he always wanted to play with Tom Brady and blah. But I don't see that happening, brother. I don't. Once again, you're playing for a contract. Why go there with Godwin and all these young guys, Evans, you got Gronk over there. You got a bunch of different options. I don't see it. Shout out to Jay Kelly. If we get OBJ, I'll forgive Mayock for that 2020 draft class because that shit was horrible. Talk that shit, Jay. Talk it. Let's go, King. Facts. Go get OBJ and we'll clear all that shit up. Shout out to Sandra. It was said if OBJ went to a team he did not want to go to, he would be a problem. What is the chances it would be us? He's a fan of DC. They're actually really good friends. I don't see that being a problem. I definitely don't see that being a problem. I don't think the Raiders are one team on his list where he would be like, I don't want to be here. I definitely do not think that we're one of those teams on his list where he's like, I wouldn't show up to play. I don't think that, Sandra. I definitely don't. Appreciate you on the chat, love. Shout out to Jay, man. Appreciate you for becoming a member of the channel, my brother. For real. Appreciate you, King. As always, thank you for the support. Raider Joe says, I told OG last night, just call that the COVID draft. You can say that, but you can't really blame it on that, Raider Joe, because there's a lot of other teams that drafted really, really good last year. Right? Or this year, I'm sorry. That drafted really good this year. Can't blame it on COVID, brother. When other teams got some really good draft picks. I feel like that's an excuse. I hear you, but I feel like that's an excuse. Ain't Chris Godwin a free agent next year? Yes, he definitely is. I love Chris Godwin as well, but he also deals with a lot of injuries too. To me, it's Devontae Adams or bust, you guys. That's just what I'm on. I'm on some. It's either Devontae Adams or bust, period. Or Allen Robinson. 1A, 1B. Devontae or Allen Robinson. That's who I want. Because Allen Robinson is also one of those quiet guys that comes in, puts his head down, and just balls out. You know what I mean? He's not one of those guys you have to worry about. Shows up to play football, all about business. We should hear some news in the next 3 hours. Definitely, my brother. Shout out to my brother, Dirty Raider. Definitely. We'll hear soon. Here soon. Edwards played with no energy. OBJ wants to be great again. Talk that shit, Purge. Talk it, brother. Talk it. Yeah, man. And OBJ is a smart guy, too. He's going to come in, man. He'll learn this offense really quick. He loves the game. This is something that people don't talk about with Odell Beckham a lot. He loves the game. I can see him already at DC's house learning the playbook right when he signs his contract. I can see Odell at DC's house with the playbook, learning it. I can see him at the park on off days, practicing with his guys. I can definitely see Odell being one of those guys. He's a smart receiver. He's a great receiver. He's dealt with bad quarterback play. Eli was bad his last couple years. Baker Mayfield, just couldn't get him the ball at all. And he's dealt with some injuries. But I'm still going to get Odell. You guys, it's a couple $1 million. It's a couple $1 million. The worst thing that happens is he comes in, it doesn't work out, he walks. The great thing is, the greatest thing that can happen is he comes in, balls out, we go to the playoffs and go on a run. What's the problem? If we don't go get him, I don't even think look, playoffs. People take swag and energy for crying in trouble. Rage. Talk that shit, King. Talk that shit. Swag, energy, and passion and passion for crying in trouble. I never knew that wanting to touch the football more was a problem. I didn't know that someone that wanted more receptions, that sounds to me like someone that wants to be more involved, right? That sounds like to me someone that wants to play more football. To me, that sounds like someone that wants to get out there and help his team win, right? OBJ and D-Jax would be great. Facts. Johnny Utah says the worst OBJ did was fight the kicking net. Talk that shit. First TD to Odell. He raises the O dot. That would be fucking fire. Hey, don't get me excited, bro. Pause. Don't get me hyped up, bro. Yeah, AC. We want somebody. We need someone that wants the ball out and to shake shit up. This is facts. Facts, bro. Facts. Phil, that would be fire, bro. That would be fire. OBJ and Jax on Madden, pretty nice. No to Tyrell Williams. It didn't work the first time. It wouldn't work the second time. Oh, I'm definitely ordering a Desean Jackson jersey. I'm definitely ordering a Desean Jackson Raider jersey. I don't care if he's only here for 8 games. I don't care. I've been waiting for this my whole life. I'm definitely getting a Desean Jackson jersey. Definitely. Definitely. I love Notre Dame. That's my team. But also, I always support Cal as well because I'm a Northern California guy. I loved Marshawn Lynch at Cal. I loved Aaron Rodgers at Cal. I loved Desean Jackson at Cal. You know, Jared Goff was cool too. Terrible in the league, though. I'm just saying, I live on a street called Odell Drive. Got to be a sign. Talk that shit, Sandra. Talk it. Talk it. I love that. Appreciate you again on the donation. Savage says, you think bringing in OBJ will make D-Jax feel some type of way? No, not at all. I think that D-Jax is going to be the second guy. You guys, we don't need to just replace Zay Jones on the outside. We need to replace Bryan Edwards. Are we forgetting that? We need to replace both guys on the outside. Hunter's great on the inside. Wilder's great at tight end. We need to definitely replace both these guys on the outside. So D-Jax and OBJ will definitely get as much burn as they want. Nothing to lose, everything to gain. Pick up the fucking phone. Talk that shit. And I added fucking on there, Jay, because I wanted to. You hear me? Woodson wants OBJ. I trust him over experts. Talk that shit, man. Talk that shit. He wants him. Damian Lillard wants him. There's other guys that said that Odell, the perfect spot to be would be for us. Would be us. You think OBJ and D-Jax outside is a little too small? No, not at all. Not at all. Look at Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp. Look at Tyreek Hill and who else they got on the outside? Is it Harmon, or is it Josh Gordon? I don't know. I don't think Josh Gordon is starting yet, right? There's a lot of great teams that have small guys on the outside. Look at Buffalo. OJ Simpson too. OJ Simpson too. Now, and that's the one he said that Odell needs to pull up to Vegas. And look, I didn't believe Damon Arnett when he said I'll fucking kill you, but I definitely believe OJ. I definitely believe that motherfucker. Facts. Woods and Cooper Kupp are tall. What? Let me see. Oh, shit. You know what? You're right. Cooper's 6'2". Holy shit. I didn't know that. So what's Robert Woods? Is he 6 foot? 6 foot even. 5'11", 6 foot. You right, Sauce. You're definitely right. Damn, 6'2". Cooper's that tall? Holy shit, bro. Wow. Hey, thank you for calling me on my shit, Sauce. Because I swear to God, I thought Cooper was way smaller than that. Pause. I thought he was 5'11", 6 foot. Holy shit. But, okay. Brian Edwards ain't Cooper Kupp. Brian Edwards he's not Robert Woods. Let me see something. Let me see something. Odell is 5'11". Facts. And Desean is 5'10". 5'10". So what do you do then? So what do we do? What do you do? I don't have a problem with starting two small guys on the outside, though. Why not? Just rotate Brian Edwards in. You have Waller already a mismatch nightmare. That's your wide receiver at tight end. Right? That's your wide receiver at tight end. Yeah, Renfro is definitely 5'10". But you have Waller at tight end. That offsets everything. Waller's your wide receiver tight end. I would love, man, do you understand what that rotation would look like? You have Waller at tight end, Hunter Renfro in the slot, OBJ on the outside with Desean Jackson on the outside as well, with Brian Edwards rotating in and out as a big body 50-50 receiver. I would love it. We need more team shakers than church mice. Talk that shit, brother. Talk that shit. That rotation is crazy, Phil. Facts. And Waller's definitely not Waller right now. But I think if you bring in an OBJ and you bring in a Desean Jackson, I think that opens things up for Waller. I think he'll get his shit together, man. I definitely think Waller's going to get his shit together. He's been having some problems with drops. He's been bracketed a lot this season. For those who don't watch a lot of film, he's been bracketed a lot. He needs some wide receivers, though, that can separate from the corners, from cornerbacks. Brian Edwards can't do that. He has not been proven to do that yet. OBJ can do that. Desean Jackson definitely does it. So I'm all for bringing in two small guys on the outside. I don't care. I don't give a shit. Yeah, but OBJ's catch radius is 6'5". Facts. Facts. Let me see. Graphk, I didn't hear your take. Trash. Trash. Trash as fuck. You lost by 7 and you threw a pick 6. You do the math. We lost because of DC. Simple and plain. Give him his flowers when he earned them. Take them shits away when he doesn't. Period. Didn't deserve any flowers. Threw a pick 6. We lost by a touchdown. You do the math. We were in the red zone, 4 to 6 times or some shit. Didn't put up 7. Terrible game by DC. And he knows that. Derek Carr knows that. But you guys, stop giving DC his flowers when he don't earn them. He didn't earn them. Stop that shit. He threw a second interception in the double coverage. Zay Jones was not open on the outside by the sideline. He took accountability for it. Facts. 1 for 6 in the red zone. Completely missed Waller open and alone in the end zone. Facts. You got Sunday Night Football. OBJ wants to get it in the spotlight. He needs to be a Raider. Facts. This will be the best opportunity for him to see them lights. Facts. King Savage. Yes. I'm not saying anything that DC didn't say. I'm just being honest. Give him his flowers when he earns them and he deserves them, and take them shits away when he don't. Simple and plain. X Ricardo, small or not, those guys both have an anger and attitude to them. They both play bigger than than their size. I'll tell you that. Pause. There you go. JD Raider. It's Jet and Ismail. Combo was a small 5'10 and 5'11. But you know what though, JD? I like that, but I have to say though, we weren't good with that duo. We were actually really bad with Jet and Ishmael. All we had was speed. We didn't have any good teams with those two guys as our duo. Well, we had Timmy too at the time, but we just weren't a good team. We weren't a good team. I remember those days. Yeah, James Jet couldn't catch for shit. He was just fast as fuck. EJ, what's good, Docs? Love Carr, but was definitely the biggest reason we took the L. Facts. Without that pick six, Carlson could go for another field goal to end the game. Yeah, well, let's say if Daniel Carlson hits that 25-yard field goal, we can go for a field goal at the end of the game still and win the game. We could have still won with that pick six. We could have still won. But also, man, defense, you have to be able to get off the field on third down. Third and long at that. If you can't get off the field on third and long, you're not going to win any games. You're definitely not going to win a playoff game if you can't get off the field on third and long. There's just no way in hell you can win in the playoffs if you can't get off the field on third and long. There's no way. There's no way in hell. Yeah, Carlson missed a 25-yarder. Offense has to be able to stay on the field. Facts. He held D. Jones to 115 yards. Cool. They won. They won, though, Pastor. They won. And they converted when it mattered the most. Bro, we were giving up 3 and 3rd and 8s and 3rd and 9s all over the place. We've been doing it all season long. We've been doing it all season long. Are going to have enough money? Yes, we'll definitely have enough money for Devontae Adams. We'll have a lot of money this next upcoming season. I believe we already have like $60+ million right now. We're going to have to definitely hand out some extensions. DC is going to get an extension. Max Crosby's definitely going to get an extension. Hunter Renfro's probably going to get an extension. There's a few guys that we have to give a few dollars to. Waller's going to get some more money. But yeah, we definitely have a lot of money at our disposal next year. Phil, no, he ain't. Who? No, he ain't what? And you know what's crazy too? I think we just get $10 million in dead cap, getting rid of Damon Arnett too. Damn, I didn't think about that. I think we lost some money on dead cap because of Damon Arnett. So that's 60. Was it 64, 67 at some point? We lost some money. Aguilar will be a Raider after he gets cut. I'm cool. I'm good. It will get voided. Hopefully that contract gets voided. Hopefully, Phil. Because we shouldn't have to pay that money. Relly, Max always gets held. That's every game. I said that yesterday, Rage. We definitely need to bring in some kickers, at least just to scare Daniel Carlson. Like, just light a fire up under him, bro. Like, at this point, you can't just, bro, he's been getting worse and worse week in and week out. D-Jax ain't a Raider until he fights Aqib Talib over a chain. Well, at this point, brother, Aqib Talib is he's retired. So unless he pulls up on a podcast and fights to the death for one, I can't see that happening. Yeah, no. Hey, Phil, I agree with you, bro. At this point, Waller definitely needs to deserve that extended amount of money. Extend Jacobs? Nah, Jewel. How can you say that? I don't even want to go back to that point because I don't want motherfuckers to start fighting in the chat. But at this point, there's no reason to extend Jacobs next year. Play him on his 5th-year option and see if he can stay healthy. And then you think about it. Yep. Mondo, yep. Yes, sir. LA Coliseum. Yeah, I'm not going to open that can of worms. Definitely not. Definitely not, Ern. Wipe them feet, you guys. Hit that thumbs up button, man. If you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, man. It really helps the channel. Hit that sub button with that bell. And if you guys want to become a member of the channel, hit that link that's up top pinned, man. I appreciate you guys for being here with me, man. I love these coffee and convos, man. I love waking up and the first thing we do is talk about the Raiders. It's a beautiful thing, man. What up, King? What up, King? Biggest bust in history. At this point, man, we have a wide receiver 1 that's not really a wide receiver 1 with Bryan Edwards. We have a left guard 1, which is really not a left guard 1 with John Simpson. And then everybody else is just bumsicles. Everybody else is bumsicles. Amik got benched. Straight bumsicles, man. Shit crazy. Shit's crazy, man. Shit is crazy, man. Bunch of bumsicles, man. Oh, world. Shout out to Retro. Just want to send some good vibes from Germany. Go Raiders. Shout out to Germany and shout out to Retro, man. I appreciate you, family. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Hey, I'm being bold, Mike. I'm being bold because I'm a Raider, and that's what we do. I got an 80-yard bomb to D-Jax. I got an 80-yard bomb to D-Jax. 80-yard bomb. And then after that, that's it. It's an 80-yard bomb, man. One big splash play. Sarah, man, it's all love, family. You already know. Appreciate you as well, Queen. Greg, I'm ready, King. I'm ready, bro. I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. Facts. Talk that shit. Jacobs can't find the hole. He needs to spit on it. Oh, shit, Rage. I think that he was starting to show glimpses of the old him this past Sunday, man. It's just at one point we went away from him. We went away from him. You know what I mean? Like he was finally starting to show some glimmers of the old Jacobs, man. Stupid, bro. He said 75-yard bomb on the first play of the game. Talk that shit. First play of the game. Okay. Everybody else is bold with it too. I like that. I like that. Kenyon Drake as well. Watts had a great game. Great game. Rob, man, love you too, King. Love you as well, my brother. For real, for real. I need to hit up Honcho, man, to see if we're going to do this show tonight. I know that. Let me see. Shout out to my brother Mikey, man. Sent me a text. Said just stepped in, feet are wiped. What did I miss? About an hour and a half, my brother. We just shooting the shit. For those who don't know, Desean Jackson, $1 million. $1 million for the year. Love it. Love it. Honcho ain't live. He ain't live. I'm gonna call him real quick. I'm gonna see. Let me see what we doing. Let me see what we doing. Let me see what we doing.
Hi, you reached Marcus
Nope.
Harris.
Probably at work. I thought it was a 24-yarder. What, the kick? Oh, yeah, he said he's in school right now. I'm live. Nation want to know if we returning tonight. Shout out to Southeast DC in the building. Shout out to Congo, man. Shout out to Chuckles. No, Mike Lee, $1 million. $1 million. That's it. $1 million. $1 million, 1 year dollar, 1 year deal. Florida boy. So OBJ clears waivers today or tomorrow? Today. 4 o'clock Eastern. 4 o'clock Eastern. I'm definitely going to go live again tonight or today, you guys too, to figure out where this dude is going. And I think if we do the Wipe Them Feet Get the Strap podcast, I believe it's on Honcho's channel tonight. I think it's on Honcho's channel tonight. So if we do, it'll be over there. No, top beats, nothing yet, brother. We'll know 4 o'clock Eastern time is when he clears waivers. And then at that point, he can go visit any team he wants, go talk to any team he wants, and we kind of go from there. I think there's already a few teams that he already has in mind to speak to. So I think at 4 o'clock Eastern, we'll have a lot more clear vision of what the hell is really going on. Jacobs and Drake were gashing the Giants when we got to the 10. They were like, let's pass in the red zone and win 1 for 6. What the fuck? Yeah, man. Don't make any damn sense. Any damn sense at all. Any damn sense at all. None. Get to the 10-yard line and just stop running the ball. Oh, Hammer's live too. Let me go in there and say something real quick. All right. Yeah. Pacey, and that shit don't make any sense, bro. How much money do we have in cap space? Is it like 3 million? Do we have about 3 million in cap space? I think we have about 3 million in cap space, right? Somewhere around there, or a little bit over, or damn near, or 2.5. I think it's around 7. No. It's definitely not 7. Top beats, it's not 7. Yeah, man. I'm everybody go pull up the Hammer, man, live. He over there doing his thing right now. Everybody go pull over to Hammer's house. I'm gonna jump off. I got some things I need to do anyways today. But we will be live 1 o'clock Pacific, 4 o'clock Eastern. We're gonna go live, see what this whole Odell situation is, and we're definitely gonna talk about that today. And then I'll let you guys know later on if me and Honcho are gonna go live. But yeah, Hammer's house is live right now. Pull up over there. I'm about to go work out, and I got to do some things around the house. I appreciate you guys, man. Thank y'all for rocking with me for a whole hour and a half. On the way out, hit the sub button, hit that subscribe button, wipe them feet on the way out. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all to death, my guys. You already know what it is, man. Nation.